Hi everyone, and thanks so much for joining. My name is Rachel. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a like, comment, or follow, or feel free to visit the full blog at twonaturewithlove.com. I would love to see you there. Now let's get to the video.
Hi everyone and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to make a super simple, all-natural DIY dishwasher detergent. I'm really excited to share this with you today, so let's get started. So first things first. Why this type of dishwasher detergent? I really like using natural cleaning products in my home. I like to understand what chemicals I'm bringing in, not only for things that are going to be in my air, on my skin, on my dishes, maybe even ingesting, but also to understand what chemicals I'm also putting back out into the world as I flush them down the drain. So this was an important thing for me. We moved into a new house several months ago, and we've had a lot of problems with hard water here. We didn't have as much hard water at the last place we were living, and now we have like white film and kind of gross things on our dishes if we don't run it twice. So I was really excited to get a really effective all-natural DIY dishwasher detergent because the natural brands that I had been purchasing, I tried a couple, they're just not working as effectively as they were at the last place due to the hard water. So I've tried several different recipes and read a lot about this, and this is the recipe that I've come to that's worked really well for me, and I hope that it works well for you. I'll give you a little bit of background and how this one's a little bit different, and then we'll get started, but it's super easy to make. So first things first, the ingredients that you'll need. Everything that you need you can get at your local grocery store, Walmart, and the good news is it's all pretty cost effective as well. These are not expensive ingredients. The first one is just going to be basic white vinegar. You can get this anywhere, and white vinegar is such a great cleaning agent. You can use it in so many things across your home, and it's so cost effective. So I like to just go ahead and get the big bottle when I do need vinegar. The second thing you're going to need is washing soda. I wasn't really familiar with washing soda, but this is something that you can find at any grocery store or like big Walmart, Target type store, but you're going to find this in the laundry aisle. So again, I hadn't seen this. It turns out all washing soda is baking soda that's had all the moisture removed, that's like been baked at high heats. So this is similar to baking soda, but you cannot ingest it. And when you're using it to make your detergent, just be careful. Like if you get it on your hands, wash your hands with water. It is an eye irritant, so don't breathe it in or get it in your eyes, but it is a naturally occurring substance and something that is healthy to use in a dishwasher detergent. And then lastly, citric acid. This one might be the hardest to find. Maybe your grocery store doesn't have it. If they do have it, it's going to possibly be in the canning aisle or near like canning solutions. But if you can't find it at your local grocery store, don't worry about it. You can get it online. Amazon sells it in bulk, and again, it's really cost effective. And then our one optional ingredient is just to use an essential oil. I've chosen lemon just to have a nice scent, but it's totally not necessary, and you don't need to use it to have an effective wash. All right, so what makes this different from your normal dishwasher detergent is that this, you're actually gonna end up with 3 different products, if you will, that you're going to use in the dishwasher, and they each serve their own purpose. The first one in this bottle here, you don't need to have a bottle, I just do because I don't have a ton of room under my sink. That is for the vinegar. So what you're going to do is you're just going to put a small bowl or a small cup on the top rack of your dishwasher, and you're going to pour about a half a cup of vinegar in there during your wash cycle, or like as you've loaded your dishes, right? And so the thing is about vinegar is you probably don't need it if you don't have hard water. If you don't have film that's being left on your dishes, or you don't see kind of like white residue at the bottom, it's kind of those calcium or mineral deposits in your dishwasher, you probably don't need vinegar. But it is something really easy and cheap to use. Would caution you though, don't put it in the rinse aid compartment, like on your dishwasher door where it says rinse aid, because if you have a newer dishwasher, it might actually run through rubber hosing, and vinegar is quite acidic and it can eat through the rubber hosing. So I would not recommend that, but it should be just fine on your top rack of your dishwasher. Second ingredient second jar here is for the washing soda. So I'm just going to mix a little bit of washing soda with essential oil. But the reason that you're going to keep the washing soda and the citric acid separate is actually a little bit about chemistry. So washing soda is very basic on the pH scale, and citric acid, as it sounds, is acidic. It is an acid. So if you were to mix those two together, when you put them in your dishwasher, you might actually neutralize your solution, and then it wouldn't be a very effective cleaner. So what you're going to do for washing soda is you're going to put it in the pre-wash section of your dishwasher. So either you might have two little pop-up compartments, you might have one pop-up compartment, but it has two smaller ones. One is going to say pre-wash and one is going to say main wash. So you're going to want to use the washing soda in your pre-wash so that that is used first. That's what your machine will use first. And then the citric acid will go in the main wash section, and that will happen second. So these will both be in the dishwasher at the same time, but they're not going to be used at the same time, therefore neutralizing each other. So I think I've talked a lot about dishwasher detergent, so let's just get to it. So again, this is a little bit of a skin irritant and eye irritant, so you're just going to want to be careful as you're pouring it in and using it. So I'm just going to pour this in gently. Because this is only one ingredient, you don't really have to measure it, just about how much is going to go in your jar, whatever jar size you have. These are just leftover, I don't know, they're probably pickles or something, so you can just reuse things that you've had around. And then I'm going to put about 10 to 15 drops of essential oil in to the washing soda. Okay, then we're just going to mix it up gently. Again, you don't want to breathe this in. The essential oil is an oil, obviously, right? So it clumps just a little bit. So you just want to make sure that those main clumps are unclumped. And then I'm just going to use this funnel to pour it in here because I have a larger bowl here. But if you have something small, you probably don't need the funnel. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to touch the citric acid. I'm sorry, washing soda. It smells really nice in here with that lemon essential oil, so it will also smell nice for your dishes. All right, so that is done. Did not touch or breathe in the washing soda, so that's good. I'm not going to do this now, but just make sure you label it so you know which one is which. They're both kind of white powders. It's easy to get it mixed up. And now we're going to do citric acid. Citric acid is things that is often found in food. You can touch it, you can eat it, there's no problem, so not nearly as many safety concerns. All right, and same thing, we're going to do about 10 to 15 drops. Okay, just give it a quick mix. Citric acid is bad about clumping, so if you have that problem, all it is moisture. It draws moisture to it. There's a couple of things that you can do. The easiest and cheapest one is to just get like a small cloth bag, or you could even use an old but clean sock, and put like white clay powder in there, like a bentonite clay. And clay draws moisture to it like crazy. So it'll actually draw the moisture away from the citric acid and towards that little baggie, and therefore the citric acid won't clump. And I need to do this for mine because it was a little bumpy. All right, now that that is mixed, we're going to go ahead and put this in here. So one thing when you're using it, when you think about how much to use, it's pretty simple. You can just take a tablespoon that you would use for baking and maybe just dedicate it to your dishwasher detergent. And you're going to do a tablespoon of washing soda and a tablespoon of citric acid. Again, washing soda in the pre-wash, citric acid in the main wash, and then about maybe half a cup of vinegar if you need it, a fourth to half a cup. So that is it. We can go ahead and add the vinegar, just for kicks if you want to watch me try to pour this vinegar into this little tiny jar. Let's just try it for fun. All right. It's about as easy as can be for something that is DIY, but also effective and natural. So I hope that this was helpful and that you try this yourself, and I hope it works for you. Would love to hear how it goes. Leave me some comments. Thanks so much for watching.